I'm demonstrating some things about the 300 Blackout right here. This is in the pistol, and I have a 5.56 NATO or 5.56 by 45 NATO, which is capable of shooting the 223 Remington rounds, .223. I don't have this attached right now on the lower with the upper. I'm just setting it aside. I would put the pin right here through here, and I can't show you how to do that on YouTube. That's a violation. And then this pin would be turned sideways, taken out. The lower would be closed. Put this pin in, turn it sideways, and then there's a little pin in here that keeps this in place, okay? And then to release the magazine, I would have to push this pin in, and then the upper would open from the lower, and then I could push the magazine release, okay? So, anyway, FYI. I have a 10 round magazine right here, and it's for 223 or 7.62 by 39, or I can use it for that. I can also use it for 450 Bushmaster, and I can use it for 300 Blackout. For this demonstration, it's 300 Blackout and 223 Remington or 5.56 by 45 NATO. So here's a 223, which is about the same size as the 5.56 NATO. Right here is a 7.62 by 39. You see it's wider. It's a 30 caliber bullet, and the cartridge is wider. That's for the AK-47 and the SKS and stuff like that. The Russian, Chinese, and other countries use that. So what the 300 Blackout is, it's this shell necked out with a 30 caliber bullet in it, about the same weight as this one usually, but it can be 115 grain for the 300 Blackout all the way up to 300 and some odd grains. It all depends on what you want to shoot. If you want to go supersonic or subsonic, 300 Blackout's made for a variation of weights of cartridges. So it'd be this shell with a bullet on it about like that, a 30 caliber. Because it's the same shell, they can 223 and 300 Blackout can fit in the same magazine. This is a 10-shot magazine. YouTube, if you're watching this. So, FYI, okay? So, it just goes in the magazine well right here. And then, when you're done shooting it, you push the magazine release right here, and it pops out. With the California version, you have to push this release right here, if that's what you have, and it separates the upper from the lower, and that's how California wants magazines released, is opening up the top from the bottom and then pushing the magazine release. Apparently that's safer for California government stuff. I disagree, but you know, this is a California version one. I came from California, and now I'm in Utah. All right, so I can't show you how to put the magazine in. I can't show you how to put the bullets in, stuff like that. At least I don't think I can. So I'm going to put it on pause. I'll put this 10 round magazine in here and show you what it looks like. There. Now that's in there. And then if this had bullets in it, what I would do is to load it, I would push the bolt release right here. I can't show you that, so I'm going to shut this off, put it on pause, I mean, and then release the bolt, because YouTube won't let me show you that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, now if this had bullets in it, that would have loaded around, okay? there's no bullets in it. So then the next thing to do is to make sure it's on safe. Okay? And it's on safe. And then when I'm ready to fire, I would put it on fire right there. Now I'm not showing you how to put something on. This is already part of the gun. And then the next thing would be to fire it, you know. And you can see that my new scope is not turned on. If you use red dot instead of green dot, it uses up a little less battery, is what I'm understanding. Alright, so if I turn it to the right, okay, there we go. Let me see, there it is. See that red dot down there? I can also make it green. And this scope does not have illumination, so what you see is the same size through the scope as without looking through the scope. So I got this for 25 bucks. I bought it on Amazon. And I'll find out how it works. It has to be zeroed in with the Allen wrench that comes with it. Right there, right and left, up and down. Okay? And then the battery comes with it. And this is a little underneath this lens area, so you have to take your time tightening it and putting it on, because it's not perfect. Okay? And that's how you do that. This is from a gun company. I think it's Davidson or something like that in Orem, Utah, the upper. And the lower is from Palmetto State Armory. It was like $210 for the upper and $120 or so for the lower. And then the magazine I bought used from a gun store in Petaluma on Lakeville Road. I bought that for 10 bucks. And so I'm going to take this out once my ammunition arrives. In Utah, I can order it and have it delivered to my house. In Utah, in California, they won't allow that anymore. They made it to where you have to send it to a gun store, to an FFL dealer. You have to pay for a background check. And then once the background check is done and you pay whatever fees the gun store wants to have the ammo shipped there, then you can get your ammunition. Okay? The other way to do it is reload or buy from a gun store. The shipping on this, because of it being ammunition, it cost me I think 10 or 20 bucks to have about 14 or 15 boxes of ammo sent to me. Anyways, FYI, this is just an inexpensive version of how to do an AR pistol. It's the pistol, the barrel length has to be less than 16 inches in order to be an AR pistol. If it's 16 inches or longer, it's either going to be a short barrel rifle or a regular rifle. Okay? Depends what you do. So that's it. So the charging handle and the bolt and the magazine can go in the rifles or the pistols. In the rifles that have the charging handle and bolt carrier group like this. And you can go up to different sizes of magazines. YouTube won't allow showing a 30-round magazine in a gun. So this is a 10-round magazine. I do have magazines of different capacities, but not for showing on YouTube, not with a 30-round Don't want to get a violation from their rules. Okay, that's it. But anyways, I had to take the fin grip off the stabilizing brace, but I can still hold it with one hand and shoot it if I want to. But YouTube is saying no stabilizing braces anymore, because it makes it into a felony if I put it on the gun, the pistol, or if I even have it stored in the same compartment. So I can't store the previous stabilizing brace with this gun. I have to store it somewhere else, or else it's a felony, because it's they call it a probable plan of adding it to the gun, even though I took it off. I'm not ever going to put it on until it's legal to put it on. And their illegal rules I have to follow for now. So this is an 8.5 inch AR pistol with a $25 scope. Oh yeah, I can't put a sling on it. I can't put a grip on it and stuff like that. I can't put regular sights on it. I can't put a scope on it that, like to see things bigger and stuff. I have to do a non-illumination scope.